You've done a chase across the rooftops. You have captured one assassin who then died, injured a second, and tracked her towards this Alexandrian port. She walks along the pier, dragging her wounded leg. The sun fully sets, bringing about true darkness in the night. And you see her moving towards a dhow, a two-decked, two-sailed, I said three-sailed last time, a two-sailed ship with a fair amount of activity, more activity than you see on any of the other ships.
Well, I don't want to get on the boat.
That's too
because of how everyone there is a bad guy.
But you definitely want the paperwork from the boat.
1,000,000%. I would love to get it when there were less people, possibly no people.
Would it be better than to steal a boat?
Okay, so we acquire a boat and tail this boat?
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Okay.
Kill us?
Yeah,
Again,
I don't. Hearing it out loud, I don't love it.
You said my plan back to me. I hate the plan. I hate the plan.
Okay, again. How?
So it's either we
this...
create chaos and we sink the boat, we steal a boat and follow the boat, we get on that boat by force, or we get on that boat by stealth. I don't know how 4 of us successfully sneak on a boat.
That's the tough thing.
Okay, is this...
Or we split up and we create a distraction while the others get on the boat. Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's fine.
I vote attempt to sneak on the boat.
I think we can't... I don't know if that's going to work.
We can get aboard...
A distraction, though.
Well, we can cause a distraction that's not one of us not coming on the boat.
Who's stealthy? I'm quite
I'm
stealthy.
sure you... Could you plant an explosive somewhere? That's a big distraction.
So there is only one gangplank up onto the boat, so there's no sneaking up there. The best option for stealth and sneaking on would probably be swimming to the boat before they get going and climbing up the side once they've already started to move.
That was my plan.
That's a good plan.
Everything else seems murder.
So yeah, I'm very stealthy. And
I'm
a
good swimmer.
Oh, you are a swimmer. Okay.
I'm a good swimmer. What about stealth? That's not what we're talking about here.
I mean...
Talking about our strengths?
Well, really, if we go up underneath the dock there...
That's what I'm hearing, yeah.
And then just, slide on the opposite side and hang on. Yeah, it's doable.
Wait till it's deep of night when most people have taken... There's a couple of people on watch. As they're, I'm assuming, setting sail now, so they're probably going to be sailing during the night.
Feels like we have 15 minutes to figure this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have some sort of explosion type
I do.
Maker? If you could set that, just to, take eyes away from our dock, the dock that they're on, set that as, a time, so that we can, get in the water, slink to the boat, explosion goes off, all heads turn that way, up on the boat, maybe it's a little easier for us.
So I do have a demolition kit. So I could just I've got a demolition kit with 3 charges. I could set one of the charges on a time delay, leave it right around here. It could blow up, and in the meantime we could get in position to start sneaking on the boat. I don't know if we're all going on the boat or if others, because I'm an infiltrator. So my stealth is quite good. The swim might be a bit of a problem, but...
We're getting on the boat as they've already left, so we can't leave anyone behind or they're not coming.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Alright, this is a big one.
I can stay behind, just to watch your backs.
It's a 100-foot boat, so it's not do we have a head count? Like how many people, how many shadows moving about roughly do we see?
Make an insight observation.
Okay, I can do that.
Can I assist?
Yes, absolutely. How are you assisting?
By tracking and counting people that I think that Onions hasn't seen.
Okay.
Like just both looking and going, guy at the aft, forefront. Okay, you got that guy. Yeah.
So maybe a reason observation.
Ooh, even much better. And I just roll 1, correct?
Correct.
Oh, nice. Double success for me. Or 2 successes.
I just get a single success because I don't have. I'm assuming instincts doesn't apply.
Okay, and
It doesn't.
Why'd I pick instincts?
I will spend a momentum to observe something that normally wouldn't be noticeable.
Okay, so let's pull this out. What do we have? We were at 2 momentum. You just rolled a total of 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
And the difficulty was 2. So you generated momentum. You don't need to use one of the ones in the pool. Threat is currently at 7. So you take a look, and you can see the assassin. She is brought onto the ship and brought up onto the quarterdeck. She is standing there with who you assume to be a captain or someone in charge, who is another, like, dressed in this assassin's garb, a large burly woman who looks like a powerful fighter or sailor of some kind. A number of other sailors sort of working and moving around. You see 7 crew members sort of working the sails and doing such. And then so total count being 10. Oh, and then there's one sort of like attaché beside the captain. So total count being 11.
Okay.
And then you're spending 1 momentum to notice additional things.
Yeah, it's something that can maybe help us get on the boat.
Okay. Something that could help you get on the boat. I'd say that there's I really like the ooh, that's a good one. Okay, you notice in one of the nearby boats by you a couple of like large hook-like implements that you might be able to grab and snag onto the side of the boat and hold yourself in place, or use them as climbing things to pull yourselves over the side of the ship.
Love it.
These look like maybe fishing hooks and spears.
Okay. Well, let's get in that boat, because I'm going to blow it up, because whoever owns that boat is about to have a bad evening.
So, where are you planning? Where are you planning to set the demolition charge?
Well, now that we're going on someone else's boat, I want to blow up that person's boat.
So you want to blow up the one that the assassins are on?
No, so we're going to go on the boat next to the assassin boat. We're going to grab some hooks. I'm going to drop my charge. I'm going to set it for 3 minutes. And then we're going to initiate our We're going to get in the water. We're going to wait for the big boom. And then we're going to start clawing and drawing our way into that boat.
Okay. So the boat with the things is basically just like a little boat. That's what I was picturing. Not like one beside their boat. Although there are a number of other large ones. So like as you're going, like you drop down underneath the pier and begin to move forward, and then you can stop partway up the pier, pick a boat of your choice, and set a 3-minute demolition charge on it.
Sure. Yeah, there's a boat.
That makes sense?
There's like a luxury boat.
Oh, yeah, okay.
By, and it's called the Bezos One. And
Great grandfather.
Yeah, and I set my charge. I don't know. What do we need, folks? You think 5 minutes since we're.
They
minutes?
do look like you probably want more like 2 minutes. They do look like they are,
Okay.
now that she has arrived and given her news, they are picking
Alright.
up their pace.
Cool. So I turn the dial to 120 seconds. I throw it in the Bezos one, and we can grab our stuff.
Okay.
Very nonchalantly as well.
And you're walking along underneath the pier. You've got these hook implements that you found. You start to begin to have to swim and pull yourself from sort of like pillar to pillar. Let's get everybody to please make me difficulty 0 coordination stealth.
Okay.
No, it'd be agility stealth, right? Yes.
I have a request beforehand.
Okay.
Is it possible for me just using like perhaps like just even some like a length of cloth from the Bezos one to secure my briefcase to my back in a sort of like a baby Bjorn kind of scenario, just so that I don't lose my briefcase full of magical armaments?
Sounds good. Sure.
It's tough to swim and climb with one handful of briefcase.
Yeah. Everybody, go ahead. It's difficulty 0. So.
Nice. 2 successes over here.
I'm gonna go ahead and using a fortune, set one of my dice to 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. I get 2 successes as well.
All right. So 2, 4, 6. Jen?
0.
0 successes. So what you can do is you can spend the momentum to have Matilda succeed in this group check. Basically, you've got the.
Sorry, I apologize. Are we in an urban area right now?
Yes.
Okay, so with my urban stealth focus, I'll get 2 success. So I have 3 successes total.
All right. So 7 successes.
I also
7
get 3
momentum.
successes.
8. You fill up the pool, and I'm going to say that you need to spend 2 so that Matilda does not get noticed. Jen,
Absolutely.
tell me, how does Matilda not stealth? What would draw someone's attention?
She doesn't know how to swim very well.
Just a
There's a
splasher.
lot of splashing.
Okay. And then who offsets that by spending 2 momentum? How does someone cover the splashing?
I mean, if she doesn't swim very well, I'm just gonna put an arm around her and bring her along with me.
Yeah, she can float on her back.
Go
right?
limp.
Matilda just floating on her back. Deirdre pulling her along.
How have you lived this long without being able to swim?
The momentum pool is up to a full 6. You position yourselves beneath the boat, and you can feel it begin to move out. The ship has.
So I didn't need to blow up that guy's boat at all. It's just
Well, we got to get on, which is probably going to be noisy because we're going to have to clamber up the
sure.
side of a boat.
You're right.
So that's when.
Yeah.
okay. You're right. When the grappling gets tough, the blowing gets rough.
The ship begins to gently
clip that.
move out towards into the bay, outwards into the bay, and you ready yourselves, and the explosion goes off. There's shouting and there's panic, and you begin your climbs. The difficulty to climb up the side of this slippery boat is going to be difficulty 2 for everyone. Now remember, the momentum pool is full at 6 right now.
I
So
take
buy
one
them
piece.
dice.
Does
Me too,
this
please.
count as traversing difficult terrain?
No, this is just climbing. Yeah.
And just remind me what focus does again, because I have focus in climbing.
Nice.
If you roll under your skill, it counts as a critical success.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What
I
is the
saw
roll,
that. Climbing would be probably a brawn athletics. And I heard that Matilda is using a momentum and Gage is using a momentum, so the pool is at 4.
I also used a momentum.
Okay, so pool's at 3.
And I did get my 2 successes.
Barely did I get
Very
my
skin of my
successes.
chin.
All right, 2 successes, Matilda and Onions.
Only 1 success, despite being good at it.
Okay.
A 17 on the die.
What did
Go on,
Gage get?
Gagey Poo. 5 success?
So are we on the boat and then
No.
everything's good?
No, Matilda and Onions will be able to place themselves on the boat as they succeeded. How many 20s did Gage roll?
Just one?
Brutal.
I did succeed, but I also rolled a 20.
Oh, you succeeded but rolled a 20. Okay.
Yeah.
So then what we're going to do is...
I'm not using these blood ones anymore. I've rolled 2 natural 20s tonight on this. 1 die.
There you go. Okay, so
Well, fuck off, man.
Deirdre is only partially up the side of the ship when the action encounter is going to start. Onions and Matilda, please go ahead and place yourselves on the boat. On roll 20.
Onions, where are we going? We're coming the backside, the starboard side, port
I would
side.
There's an open. Someone left their window open in area 11, so I'd like to go in there. If that's okay with Meric.
I would say spend 1 momentum to say that the window has been left open. Actually, technically, it's a truth. You'd have to spend 2 momentum.
Oh, okay.
To do something like that. You can add a truth and be like, unsecured window.
Yeah, let's do that. Unsecured window. 2 momentum.
Okay.
And hopefully that helps our other straggling comrades.
Okay, so those 2 make it towards the unsecured window. We'll put Deirdre partially up in that area. However, with the complication, Gage pulls himself up right here and is moving up to the side as a large, burly man reaches over and grabs Gage basically by the scruff and pulls him all the way up and stares at you in the face. In Arabic, he says, "I think we need to throw this one back." And then he pulls a hand out to punch you right in the face.
I pull out the bracelet.
Salam? Oh, nice.
All right. Hello there. Thanks for coming back for this week's episode of Falcons of Fortune. A little bit of skullduggery, a little bit of bad luck, and now Gage is about to be punched in the face. Episodes 5 and 6 are ready for you right now, so you can go ahead and watch them right away. Or, watch them casually as you're ready for it. That's what they're there for. If you are pumped to get your own Achtung Cthulhu adventure underway, make sure to check out our description. There's links there to the free quick start, some free adventures, and all sorts of stuff. And, definitely also check out our YouTube shorts. Thank you so much to Modiphius Entertainment for giving us the opportunity to run a couple of giveaways. And so they have donated digital copies of the Player's Guide, the Game Master's Guide, the adventure The Serpent and the Sands, which we are playing, as well as the 2 adventures that I wrote, Operation Vesta and Operation Marseille. So we're doing a giveaway with those. Check out the YouTube shorts. All the details are there, like the most up-to-date recent thing, because I don't know if you know, but this was recorded in advance. On top of that, you still have a couple of days to enter the priority mission competition on Modiphius Entertainment's Season of the Snake. So if you're into that, go ahead, check that out. And there is an Ask Me Anything, an AMA, on what's to come for Achtung Cthulhu on April 25th. So go to their hub, Season of the Snake, to get all the details on that and figure out what's up next for the game. Thank you so much for coming back and watching more of Falcons of Fortune, and have a good one.